Dela write my MVVs. Welcome.
Yes, so Dela write, they say when a woman kneels by the river at midnight and the wind refuses to blow, even the God listens before the water moves. Yes, so that was the night Ebony went to Odo Elemi alone, barefoot, trembling, her wrapper tight, to her chest. The moon, the only witness. She had been warned not to go by night, but shame is a kind of fire that does not wait for daylight. The palace had grown colder than a grave. The great lion, her husband, had stopped speaking her name. Every message she sent was ignored, every plea dismissed. The otherwise whispered that her days were over. She could no longer eat, no longer sleep, so she rose that night and made her way to the river, whispering, "Forgive me, great lion," again and again, as though the wind could carry her voice to him. The Odo Elemi River is not a place one enters lightly. It's deep, alive, and feared. The people of Egede and Osun believe it was one of the oldest children of the goddess herself. A river that had ears that could see through the heart of whoever stood before it. The name Elemi meant the one with bread, or the living one, because the river, never stops moving. No matter how calm it looks, there was always a pause beneath the surface. That night, the villagers who lived near the river saw the flicker of a small oil lamp by the bank and knew someone was making a plea to the spirit of the waters, and that person happens to be Ebony. At least that is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you sorry about that. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy just from the South Still on the rails. Happy weekends, my lovers. I love you guys. The show. Adukwe, my sweetheart. Thank you, people. Thank you so much for your contribution and everything. Saying thank you to you can never, ever be overemphasized. Now, they say Ebony came with her offering wrapped in white cloth, honey, alligator pepper, palm oil, kola nut, and a small goat. She had been instructed by an elderly priestess on how to perform the Itewowem Atoworo sacrifice. Sorry about that, if I am not calling that name well, okay? The ancient rite of repentance and restoration. It's a ritual for those who had been cast away, those who had lost peace in their marriage or honor in the eyes of their husband. The name of the rite means the hand that runs in wisdom, a way of saying that the one who had erred was ready to return with humility and sense. So they say as she reached the river bank, she sat down the calabash and knelt in the mud. The moonlight struck her face and she whispered, "Osun, mother of the waters, I have come. They call me a woman of disgrace, but you know the truth that burns in my heart. If I have done wrong, forgive me. If they have wronged me, cleanse me. But let my home not scatter. Let the heart of my husband, the great lion, remember my name." The water was still. Even the insect had gone silent. She took a handful of honey, poured into the river, and said, "Let sweetness enter where bitterness has lived." Then she broke the kola nut, prayed over and over each piece, and tossed them into the water. When the time came for the main part of the Itowogban Otori, she untied the goat from the small tree and led it closer to the edge. The animal, bled softly, its legs trembling. Of course, you know that these are animals that, they use for sacrifices. They said there were people there that did all the things that they were supposed to do to make the sacrifice go through. The argument, the pride, the stubbornness, the silence, the moment she washed her hands, she prayed that the stubborn silence from the great lion will go away, that the argument will go away. All her sacrifices for the palace and the great lion would be seen, would not be ignored, and she will be treated as if she has not contributed anything. And you know what is making her feel this bad? If you heard what happened, how the great lion went to go and remove his name from her company papers and all of that. Now, removing his name from Ebony's company papers, was an indication that, look, the great lion is exhausted. Like, the great lion wanted her out completely. And that broke her heart so much. And she just knew that she has gotten to that point where she will have to do whatever it is that she will need to do to win her man back. Then came the final act, the washing. Ebony knelt, scooped the water into her hands and poured it over her head 7 times. Each time she did, she spoke a plea: wash away my disgrace, wash away my fear, wash away the anger between us, wash away the voices of those who mock me, wash away every curse that follows me, wash away the distance between me and the great lion, wash me clean and restore me, wash away those who stand against the great lion and I, who are saying that the great lion should not forgive, who are saying I have done the undoable, who wish me, the very worst in the palace. Lord, wash away their hearts, wash everything away from them. That Ebony cried and prayed. Now, the Itiwogbon Otori sacrifice was not just about asking for forgiveness. It was about surrendering completely. Ebony remained on her knee for a long time, breathing heavily, her voice hoarse from crying. The night air grew colder, but she didn't move. Somewhere far away, a rooster crowed, though it was not yet dawn. The old woman beside her, the gods have heard. The old woman told her the gods have heard that she should get up and she should go. Now, the question a lot of people are asking, before she will go to Egede, will her heart also be cleansed? Because it's one thing for the gods to forgive you. It's another thing for you to forgive yourself and purge yourself and say, no matter what happens, I am not going to fight again. I will not fight this woman again, because all this problem now happening to her is as a result of this her fight against the jewel. The jewel is a daughter of Zion. If you continue to fight her, you continue to get all of these problems. I think this is what people should tell her, to just forget about the jewel. Do her own thing and leave the jewel alone. You are not the person that is married to the jewel. So what is this all about? It is not a small thing. They say she cried, they washed her, and the old woman told her her prayers has been answered and that it was time for her to go to the next river. That would be the I don't know the other river that we mentioned. I'll bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.